This vlog is gonna take, yes, unfortunately, it's gonna take a couple of, probably a couple minutes, because there's a couple things I need to show you guys and talk to y'all about. Okay, so, hey guys, what's poppin'? Sorry once again about the bed hit. Let me see if I can try, I can't probably do shit with this. The only time you're gonna, really see me not with bedhead is, right when I'm getting out of the shower, and I usually don't do vlogs when I come right out of the shower. Anyways, most of the time you're gonna see me with bedhead. Anyways, getting past that, I did want to bring up, panic attacks. I said I was gonna do that, days ago, and I didn't get to do it. I've just been sleeping a lot with this new medication. I guess mixing it with my other medications, it makes me sleep a lot. So, okay, so here we go. I want to discuss panic attacks because they're a lot more serious and they are a lot more worse than anxiety. Unfortunately, panic attacks are very scary. Now, I'm not one that, I've had a lot of, panic attacks in the past. Unfortunately, my mother has, and, I would always, not understand, she would freak me out, when she would have one in front of me, and I'm like, what just happened? I would run into the room, and she would be, trying to catch her breath, and all freaked out, scared to death, and, I didn't know how to help her, I didn't know what to do, and I'm like, I'm gonna call an ambulance, and, it used to freak me out, because she had them a lot, and I wasn't sure why, so she ends up telling me that out of all the panic attacks she's had over the past years, she said the worst one was, I think her heart rate went up to 132. And then I says, well, guess what? And I had my first one, I think about 2 months ago. And it scared the crap out of me. It literally did. I never experienced that before. There's been times I think I've had small panic attacks but I felt like it was more hyperventilating, where I just catching my breath, as if I got scared or something. It was never like that, seeing what my mother had gone through, until I experienced my first one 2 months ago. I did have to call an ambulance because it was the first time it happened to me. And then I told her after I got home, she said, I said, what was your worst one with her heart rate? Because usually it's supposed to be in the 90s when it's normal. So she was 132, and that doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is. So I said, well, guess what? I said, guess what mine was for the first time? I said, I beat you. I said mine was 138, and she was like, what? And then she was like, wow, that freaked her out, because, that wasn't normal either. And they were like, my cousins, my family came running over. They thought the nurse, in my family thought I was hyperventilating, and she was trying to calm me down, and it wasn't working. And, the thing is, you don't know, kind of like the same thing with anxiety. You don't know, we don't know what, at least I don't know what triggered, the panic attack. The EMT asked me when he came, he said, even the doctor in the hospital, they said, what were you doing before it happened? And I says, nothing. I said, I was sitting here like I normally do, and I said, just watching TV, and I says, I don't know, maybe a commercial that came on. I said, I know it sounds weird, but maybe that triggered it. I says the commercial was of a dad and a daughter, and my dad passed away years ago, and I was close with him toward near the end, from the middle to the end. In the beginning, I was a mama's girl, always wanted to follow her around. Then years later, as I got older, I was a daddy's girl, and I went more leaning towards hanging out with him mostly. So Yeah, I took it hard when he passed. So I was just like, maybe in my subconscious, that commercial just triggered something for me, and it just like that. It just started I couldn't breathe, and I dialed the first person because 911 for some reason was not working on my phone. I dialed the last person that I called, which was my mom. I called and I'm like gasping for air, saying I can't breathe. So she hangs up with me. She calls my cousin that's here, and they all come rushing over and then a few minutes later, an ambulance comes and everything, and they put down at the hospital that they gave me a shot in the arm, to help with my breathing and stuff, and they asked me questions like, have I ever had one, and I says no, and then they wrote on the paper that I had a severe panic attack. So that's why my heart rate was so high. And I was like, that was scary. And my mom says, yeah, now you know how I feel. I says, oh yeah. I says, I feel like I couldn't, I was gasping for air. I felt like I could not breathe at all, like trying to get air and not, like suffocating. It felt like I was suffocating and trying to breathe, but like something was stopping me from fully breathing. So the doctors did recommend here, if you get panic attacks, here's one thing. If let me see where it's at. Okay, the one they put me on is called I think it's, I don't know if I say it right, hydroxine pamawate, and it's let me check how many milligrams. Yeah, I'll try to show you. Like, I don't know if it'll show up on there. Hydroxine pamawate. Yeah, 25 milligrams. It's 25 milligrams, and I'm supposed to take one capsule twice a day. So okay, sorry about that. Okay, next thing I have that helps me, because I've been short of breath and I think I have bronchitis. Another thing that will help you for a panic attack, not just those pills, because it takes about like 45 minutes when you take a medication. It takes within like 35 to 40 minutes or so, sometimes to kick in. Now that's powder in those are capsule form that pop off, and the powder's in it. So they begin to kick in within like 15 to 20 minutes, but sometimes when you're having a panic attack, you do not have time to any time to wait. You're already like freaking out the moment like it hits, and you have no idea when it's gonna hit. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem about it. The same thing like anxiety, except panic attacks are extremely worse. So here's what you're gonna do, which my mom helped me to get this. You're gonna get a nebulizer machine. You're gonna have to buy one. Hopefully your medical insurance will cover it. I'm not sure how much this is, but I think it's kind of expensive. And it's gonna look like this. It's gonna be a small box. And you plug in, I think that's I think that's the power button. Let me see, wait a second. No, that's the power button is actually, the power button will be right here on the top. This part right here is where you're going to plug in whatever you're going to breathe into. Now, this particular device, the drive, the model, the brand name of it, my mom gave this to me, but she sent with it that came the reusable kit in here, and I'm gonna show you what this one looks like, because I'm not planning on using this one. Well, that is broke. That little bottle is broke down here. Must have broke on the way here, I think. The point to this one, though, is, let me show you. It has a tube. You put the ending on here, and then you put the mouthpiece onto this part, and then it'll hook into the machine. There's a part here that, like I said, I think it broke though. Maybe not. I don't know. No, maybe not. Okay. Okay, it's gonna kind of be attached to, I don't know, where's the piece of paper? It's gonna be attached to like this little yellow tube, and like this little machine on it, and this part goes in your mouth, like to breathe in the, like, I think I connected it wrong, but but the yeah, I'll just show you the picture, cause like I don't like this one. I can honestly tell you, like, I hate this one the most. I do not recommend it because it's only like you're only breathing in the stuff like basically through your mouth only, and I prefer, like, if I'm gonna have a panic attack, I prefer like to be able to, you know, breathe in through the nose and the mouth, which is the one that I bought. I had to buy myself. I'll show you this one in a minute, but let me show you that paper for those of you that want this one. That's how it connects, and the solution goes in here into the cap down here. That part goes into your mouth, and then you'll be breathing in. You know, you have to buy the solutions. Like, they come in little capsule forms like this. You only use one. You pour the whole thing, like the. Yeah, I'll show you. I'm not using it right now. I'm just showing. See, it's only one. You'll break the tip. Right here's the tip. It shows the little breakage part right there on the top. And it'll be like a little tiny squirt thing there. You'll dump this whole thing like down in that cap that I just showed you. That's what'll go down in there. Or if you don't have these are basically for people that have asthma. These are albuterol capsules. These are like albuterol, for like the same thing that's like in here in the asthma pumps. So if you don't have asthma, you're not gonna get these. You have to get these from a doctor. Or maybe some of them will come with the machine. I don't know. Now, this one is actually the one that I bought that I prefer to use. This one is the mask form. And Does it have the picture? Yes, it does. Okay, this is the picture of that. Like, that might be too close. Like, how it looks when you connect it to the machine. Okay, and oh yeah, it's not broken. They're all the same model. See, this one, I like this one because for the fact that you could put the whole mask, basically, put the whole mask over your face. So when you're breathing, you have to breathe deep, like through your nose, then slowly out through your mouth. Now, what you're gonna do if you don't have those albuterol tabs, you're gonna put in here. You're gonna unscrew this thing, and oops, I'll get that. This is where you put the water base. You only want to put like 3 millimeters. What you want to do is buy distilled water. I already bought a gallon. It's sitting right there by the door. A gallon of distilled water. You're going to want to fill the cap with only 3 millimeters of distilled water. And that's what you're going to be breathing in through your cap right here. It's going to go on here. And then that's what you're going to be breathing in. So, wait, I gotta grab it. That's what you're gonna be breathing into there. But you're gonna pour it down into this cap, this cup, I mean. And then hang on. I hate these things because I like when they just connect. Like when you just connect them and like you're ready to go. Which is probably what I'm gonna do. I should have connected it before I got on here. I forgot if it's this way or the other way. Oh, it's this way. Okay. Okay. Then, see, this is where the water goes. In this, plastic thing right here. Because it has like the little, I mean, you can't see the little lines on it. But there's like little tiny lines on it. Like almost like a measuring cup. And it shows, what does this say? 1, 3, and 5. So 3 is gonna be like you fill it up to here, like basically halfway with the distilled water, and you're just gonna continue to breathe it in with the machine, like I showed you. This is like how it connects. It has the tube that connects. The one part is going to be into the machine. This one is going to be into the face mask that you put on. Then you put the distilled water in, and you're just going to continue to breathe it in. So, yeah, I think that's about it, I think. Let me see. If y'all are confused, let me see if I can connect this. Like, okay, that goes like that. And this part goes in here. Try to screw this on. This is annoying. Wait a second, let me see something. It's like, this is annoying. This is annoying. Trying to connect this crap because I'm not used to connecting this, but bag it. Let me see. Okay. But yeah, I gotta look at this thing and see. Oh, the tube does go into that. Okay. And then that. Okay, so this goes into the mouthpiece. I got it. Okay. I got it, you got. Okay, so if you like the mouthpiece, this is how it's gonna look. You're gonna fill, like I said, the three, three, 3 millimeters of distilled water in the mask, and then this end is gonna go plug directly into the nebulizer machine. You're gonna connect it right through here, okay, and then you just turn it on and just keep breathing in the distilled water when you have the mask on your face. Just keep breathing it in. It's gonna be in here. Takes deep, slow breaths in and out until the water is fully gone. That's how long you're gonna breathe it. You're gonna keep breathing it in until the water is completely gone out of it. And doctors will tell you that it's safe because, as I said, if you don't have asthma, they will not give these little tabs. These little tabs is like taking a Buterol. A Buterol is like an asthma pump. And if you do not have asthma, which I already explained, they're not going to give you these little tabs. This is basically what's in that. It's just liquid form. You pour the whole thing into this little cap here, which it'll probably come out to like up to 5 millimeters. The liquid in this cap. But like I said, if you do not have asthma, they will not give you this. So the best thing to do for the panic attack, like I said, is buy a big gallon. I have it right by my door. I had my cousin bought it. It has to be distilled water. Okay, and that's what you're gonna use. You're gonna put 3 millimeters into this. Like I said, if you don't want the face mask, you don't need the face mask. Like I said, this machine specifically came with the one that has the mouthpiece that looks like this. You can breathe it in through here like this. Connect it to the machine if you don't want the whole thing over your face. I prefer the face mask because you're getting it in through your nose and out through your mouth. You're getting more, like oxygen basically. So that's why I don't like the mouthpiece one. I mean, it's just a preference. You could use whatever you want. The mouthpiece one does come with that machine, as I said. If you happen to buy that model machine, one of these breathing machines will come with it. Most likely it's going to be that one, but if you buy maybe like a different model, I'm pretty sure maybe like a different mechanism will come with it. This one I had to buy, since it didn't come with this whole mouthpiece, I had to buy it. So, and it's cheap, it's like $5 or something like that. So, that won't be an issue if you want the mouthpiece. This one is specifically the child size one, since I'm little, so it fits my face perfectly. Just make sure you buy the adult size one. But yeah. So, but the only thing is, I'm not sure how much those nebulizer machines go for. My mom had an extra one, so she gave me that one. So I'm guessing they could be a little pricey. I'm not gonna lie to you. They could be probably a little bit pricey. You may want to check it out, but if you're the type of person you get panic attacks, the machine is worth it. The machine will be worth it. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I can tell you guys. Yeah, and also, like I said in the anxiety video, try to also distract your mind. Use the nebulizer and also try to distract your mind like the same way you would for like anxiety. Like, try to think about something different. Like try to think about other things. Try to think positive. Try not to, try not to start worrying and panicking. Try to just calm yourself down. Try to calm your breathing down while you're using that machine. Breathe in slowly through your nose, out through your mouth. Because it is scary. And honestly, I don't think it's worth going to the emergency room, because they're just gonna give you a shot in the arm like they did me, and send your ass home like they did with the anxiety. Then you're gonna end up with a freaking big ass bill in the mail, for the ambulatory service and the doctor visit. And it's not worth it if you could just use a nebulizer at home. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, that's the best I can tell you guys. Hopefully that helped you out. I hope it did. I mean, but like I said, that's just my advice from what I went through, what I experienced. And I could tell you, because it is very scary. The only thing I can say is, like, in the moment, when it's really scary, yeah, like, to just try to calm down as best as you can. I mean, I know it's going to be hard to do that. It really is. But try to do that. See, I didn't have the nebulizer at the time. I wish I did. I think that would have calmed me down a lot, and probably the noise from it too, the machine, and like just slowing my breathing. I think when I had, the water in it going and stuff, like, I think I would have calmed down more. It would have worked. But like I said, I didn't have it at the time. After my mother heard that I had a severe panic attack, she mailed that to me in a box, with all the nebulizers I needed. Like I said, but I do have asthma, so I'm allowed to take the tubes. But you can only take, I think, like either 2 to 4 a day. I forgot. So, like, if you have other, you could use it for other just breathing issues. Like if you're having a hard time breathing, you could use the machine for that. You know, for whatever, just some oxygen. So, okay, I'm gonna leave that here because this is already a 30-minute video. I was gonna try not to make this too long, so, I mean, hopefully that helped you guys. If it did, and you like this video, please give me that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Anytime you want to be notified of a new video, just hit that post notification bell down below in the corner. Till next time, you guys, peace out, God bless, love y'all, and laters.